ProHealth, we're your primary care team.
Learn more at prohealthmd.com.
Tune in to How to Retire with Fuchs Financial.
The main thing for the majority of the listeners out there who are approaching retirement is I don't want to be surprised.
Helping you build, preserve, and manage your wealth.
So you've got Roth IRAs, you have individual accounts. Finding the right taxable strategy, that's going to be huge for you.
Tune in to How to Retire with Ben Fuchs, Sundays at 8 a.m. and 10 a.m. right here on WTIC NewsTalk 1080.
This is the story of the one. As a custodial supervisor at a high school, he knows that during cold and flu season, germs spread fast. It's why he partners with Grainger to stay fully stocked on the products and supplies he needs, from tissues to disinfectants to floor scrubbers. All so that he can help students, staff, and teachers stay healthy and focused. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Education from the best universities in the world. Experience more than 25 years. Address 12 locations throughout Connecticut. Communication skills. Speak more than 30 languages. Scope of practice. Complete multi-dental specialties. Awards and achievements. Innovative in-house digital lab. Interests. Making dental prosthesis in the same day. Hobby. Working 365 days a year. This is our resume. ColumbiaDental.com. Open 7 days a week. 860-645-0111.
Attention all dog owners. If you have ever listened to the radio or TV for any length of time, you've probably heard of America's #1 dog supplement, Rough Greens. Greetings, naturopathy Dr. Dennis Black, Amazon best-selling author and founder of Rough Greens here. And if your dog suffers from bad breath, itchy skin, licking paws, joint pain, or low energy, the truth is their food is probably to blame. You see, all commercial dog food is dead food. That's why I created Rough Greens. One daily scoop gives your pup the live vitamins, omega oils, probiotics, and enzymes that will bring their food back to life. Don't believe me? Let your dog try it before you buy it. I'll send you a free Jumpstart trial bag, risk-free. You just cover the shipping. Go to roughgreens.com. That's RUFFgreens.com. Use discount code NEWS. Don't wait. Give your dog the gift of vibrant health. Order now. It'll be at your house in a few days. Go to roughgreens.com. That's RUFFgreens.com. Discount code NEWS for your free Jumpstart trial bag today. Rough Green. We make any dog food better.
And we are back. This is Computer Talk with Tab. We're here till noon. No, we're not. Here till 11. What am I saying?
Noon?
My wife would kill me. I got to make a dump run myself. So we're here till 11 o'clock. Then Dr. Les will be on, and he'll give you a second opinion on your health advice. And two lines open for you. 860-522-9842 is the number. Let's get to Rich in Old Saybrook next. What's going on, Rich?
Yeah, hey, quick question. My daughter sent me a link to from Groupon to buy a Microsoft Office for like under $18 for my HP computer. Is that usually safe or something, getting something like that?
I don't know.
Office, I don't know.
That seems awfully cheap.
Well, I know. Well, I just don't want to screw up mess up my computer. It's a 5-year-old HP computer. But
yeah.
Another question too: is it safe? Does a computer last longer if you unplug it when you're not using it and turn it off? Or the battery and everything.
Oh, is it a laptop?
Yeah, a laptop. Yeah, that's all I use.
Well, we've had this question actually last week, too.
Yeah, here's the deal.
Yeah.
15 or 20 years ago, you couldn't keep it plugged in all the time. Now you can, because there's something called power management. That brick in the middle of the cable that is the power adapter has a chip in it that monitors what's going through. On your computer, there is a chip inside the computer where you plug in. Those two things talk to each other. Also, the motherboard has its own power manager. All three of those things talk to each other, and they make sure that things don't get overloaded or underpowered or whatever.
Yeah.
It tries to defeat sags and power spikes, and it'll keep things from collecting too much charge.
Right, so it manages the battery. So the answer is yes, you can keep it plugged in. On the Groupon question, I've never bought anything with Groupon, but that is a legit company.
Well, Groupon is a legit company.
Yeah.
And the vendor selling through Groupon might be legitimate. But then again,
$18 is awfully cheap. What's the point?
Yeah, here's the thing. A lot of those, what they're selling is a product key. Okay? So is it safe for your computer to install the software? Yes, because you're going to be getting it from Microsoft.
Right.
And you're going to be getting it directly from them. You're not getting it from the guys that are selling this thing.
Right.
But what they're selling you is a product key that may have been given out to a whole lot of other people, and they've already activated it on their computers somewhere in the world.
Yeah.
And now you're going to be trying to activate it on yours. And yeah, maybe you'll get away with it and it'll activate, but maybe 6 months from now, Microsoft will say, hey, wait a minute, that code has been used too many places. We're not going to maintain activation on that.
Yeah.
And you're going to end up with software that is disabled on your computer.
So for $18, if it's worth you trying that, it's up to you. It's normally a $300 product.
Yeah.
So there's something wrong with that price.
Yeah, I would be really, really cautious with those.
Yeah.
And like I said, it's not because I think you're going to get malware on the computer.
No.
What I think you're going to be doing is spending $18 and it ends up being worthless because the software is no longer activated at some point.
Yeah.
I've been using LibreOffice.
Yeah, keep using that. Why?
Yeah.
If you like that and you've used it, keep using it.
Yeah.
Don't buy Office, the real Office. Not unless you really need it for something specific.
I just do my taxes and pay my bills online. I don't do everything else. I use my phone. So if I get any viruses, it can be my phone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, phones can be victims too.
I don't trust many of these services.
Yeah, it's good. You got to be cautious these days, Rich, more than ever.
All right, I'll let you go. Hey, nice talking to you.
You too.
It.
All right,
Thank
pleasure.
you.
So I did see a Samsung issue where
Oh.
I think we posted it. You saw that too, as far as the vulnerability there.
Yeah, there was a vulnerability. It was actually patched in April. So chances are your Samsung phone has already been patched.
Right.
If you have not made sure that your phone is being updated, then you can update it by going into the Settings app, go down to About, and then there's a About Software button. And there you should be able to tell it to update the phone.
Because there was this pretty serious vulnerability that people
Right,
could leverage.
it could be
just sending,
seized. I mean, the whole phone they could take control of the whole phone.
Right, based on like an image file. This is
Yes,
like old
an
school
image
stuff.
file. And all they need to do is to send it to you,
Right.
like in an email, let's say. And having the file on the phone all by itself is enough to do something. It's not even the case where you have to interact with it. When
Right.
we talk about things like phishing emails,
Right.
this isn't that. It's a hack that just takes over as soon as it arrives on the phone.
That's some scary stuff.
Yeah, very.
So patch your phones, guys. Don't let them lapse. Let's go to another Rich, but in Glastonbury. What's happening, Rich?
Hey, how you doing this morning?
Good. How are you?
All right, it's time for a new laptop, and
Nice.
I have no clue where to start, what to look for. It's just used for a little bit of marketplace, pay some bills, web search.
Okay.
That's about it.
Very standard laptop then. So I would tell you to look at a Ultra i5 processor. That's your engine of your computer, 16 gigs of RAM, and half a terabyte of solid state hard drive, or a terabyte. So you might be looking at anywhere from a $600 to $1,000 computer if you stick with those specs. Now, if you find a $600 computer with those specs, most likely it's an older CPU. There's going to be reasons it's a lower price. So as I've said a long time on this show, a $500 computer is not a $1,000 computer at a half off special. It is lesser. And so be careful. The key here is to get the latest gen CPU so you have the most longevity with it. A lot of anything that's older than 8th gen won't even work with Windows 11. So if you find yourself at maybe a 9th gen or a 10th gen, you could find yourself kicked out again by planned obsolescence. So always try to get that latest, newest, I should say, CPU, and the Ultra is the one you're going to find. So we're HP fans, but you can look at Dell and other manufacturers as well.
Well, I've had a Dell for 10 years, and it's finally just obsolete, so it's time to move on.
Sure is. And, if you like Dell, you can stick with Dell and look at those specs, and It really comes down next to the size of the monitor and the weight and what are you going to do with it.
It's just going to sit on a desk and never get moved more than likely. So.
All right. So.
Okay. We thank you for your time.
Yeah, wait for Black Friday because it's probably going to be cheaper.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's give it a shot. Thank you.
You got it, sir. Good luck. So, yeah, it's 10 years out of a laptop. You've done very well.
Oh, definitely.
Anything you want to bring up news-wise there, Dennis, as we wait for calls?
Yeah, I want to talk about a game called Roblox, Roblox.
Yep.
It's a social game. I'm not familiar with it. I don't play it, but apparently it's big among the children's set.
All right.
And it's a little bit controversial right now because they had a problem, multiple instances where predators were using it to get a hold of kids and exchange messages with them, and it was a pretty bad scenario.
Yep.
The company that makes it is being sued by a few different states over their supposed lack of controls for children using their game.
Yep.
Well, they have implemented an age verification system.
Good.
And it actually uses pictures of people's faces, and it tries to judge how old they are based on that, among other things. That's part of their age verification process. So they put that out, and once you've gotten into there and you've passed through the age verification and they know how old you are, you are allowed to communicate only with other people in there within your age block.
Well, that's nice. That's smart.
There's 21 and up,
Yeah.
which, of course, you and I would be able to interact with. But then below that, there's a whole different block. Well, there's several different blocks of age slots.
Yeah.
And you can only communicate, send messages to other people within your age block, whichever one that you're in.
And they're using some sort of
there's facial recognition involved.
Interesting.
That is part of the process. It's not the whole process,
No.
but it's one thing in there that is part of the test.
Nice. I mean, I do some
age.
online gaming, first person. Battlefield 6 is just a great way to escape and have some fun. But I never interface with anybody on the game. I don't. It's just lunacy listening to these kids.
Yeah, I don't think that's anything that I would ever get into if I was in one of these games.
Yeah, but I can easily see how predators could do that and start interfacing with kids. So, I mean, if your kids are doing online gaming, you could have 12-year-olds interfacing with 55-year-olds. Are you cool with that?
Right. Well, that's the whole point. The parent now they've put in measures to prevent that.
Yeah,
is what I'm getting at.
Right. And so that's going to be a good thing, especially if they're able to prevent the predators from doing their thing, whatever they're doing on there. Let's go into Mark in Bristol before the top of the hour. Hey, Mark, we may have to hold you over, but let's see what you got.
Yeah, how'd you know I was in Bristol?
Because you said it says here based on your phone number, I guess.
My phone number's New Hartford, but hey, I was wondering, my Yahoo keeps wanting me to get two-feature authentication.
Yes, sir.
And it says that I need another phone number, so I'm not getting another phone line just for that.
Another phone number, so that doesn't make any sense. So
No.
It should be using your cell phone number as the thing it's going to confirm.
Yeah, and then it has another phone number. I mean,
They might be asking you for what they call a recovery number.
Yeah.
And if you have one available that you can use, in addition to your normal 2FA phone number, then, yeah, they'll take that. But that's not really a requirement. It's just a nice extra thing that you might be able to do.
Yeah, and we would strongly recommend, Mark, that you turn on two-factor authentication to protect your... If your whole life is built around that Yahoo address, like you log into your bank with that email address, you log into your retirement plan with that email address, you log into your work portals with that email address, if you haven't put two-factor on there and I get access to it, look out. Although I'm not a bad guy.
But remember also what a recovery phone number is.
We're going to hold you over, Mark. Can we hold you over?
Yeah, okay.
All right, we'll hold Mark over. We'll be right back.
WTIC
WTIC is celebrating 100 years on the air and 100 years of serving Connecticut. This is WTIC and WTIC FM HD2 Hartford, an Odyssey station.
It's 10 o'clock. Hartford temperature is a raw 42 degrees with light rain moving through parts of Connecticut. I'm Morgan Cunningham, WTIC 1080 News. First of all, we'll start with some good traffic news. If you're traveling in the greater Montville area, know that I-395 is now totally reopened after an overnight tractor-trailer crash that had impacted, at one point, totally closed the highway for the last few hours. But we do have a problem in Middletown. It's a two-vehicle wreck on I-91 northbound between exits 20 and 21. The right lane is closed. You'll be tapping on your brakes and slowing down in that area as you go by. A real shakeup in Washington, where Georgia Republican Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene says that she's quitting on January 5th. She had a very public falling out with President Trump over the release of the Epstein files and has come to disagree with much of her party's priorities. David Gundelson is the vice chair of the Floyd County Republican Party.
I think Marjorie, in her post, spoke from her heart. I think she is fed up with Washington and its inability to get anything accomplished.
President Trump and New York City Mayor-elect Zohran Mamdani seem to have put aside some differences during a cordial meeting at the White House.
They have been outspoken adversaries, with President Trump calling the mayor-elect, quote, a 100% communist lunatic, and Mamdani calling the president, quote, authoritarian and a despot. But none of that seemed to matter when the two met face to face.
The meeting that we had focused not on places of disagreement, which there are many, and also focused on the shared purpose that we have in serving New Yorkers.
President Trump echoed Mamdani's sentiment.
He wants to see no crime. He wants to see housing being built. He wants to see rents coming down, all things that I agree with.
And he added,
I'll be cheering for him.
Linda Kenyon, CBS News for WTIC News Talk 1080.
State officials are reminding shoppers locally that they can do so. Shop here in Connecticut for products grown in-state. Agriculture Commissioner Brian Horbert says that turkeys and dairy and apples for your pie, those are just some of the things that you'll need to celebrate this upcoming holiday, and you can enjoy from Connecticut farmers.
This is an easy thing to talk about where, everybody can agree like, hey, this cheese is really good. Or where did you get that turkey from? Did you get a chance to talk to the farmers? What do you know about their operation? So it's a great way to support, some local Connecticut businesses.
You can learn more about where to buy at ctgrown.org. ctgrown.org. The former U.S. Education Secretary is urging educators to go the extra mile when it comes to their students. That was the message from Miguel Cardona Friday at the joint convention of the Connecticut Association of Boards of Ed and the Connecticut Association of Public School Superintendents. Cardona says that he's concerned outside forces are blunting some progress in the classroom.
We can either lead boldly or manage meekly. We can get a little uncomfortable to deliver transformational change for our students and our communities, or we could play it safe with the same old playbooks.
He says that schools should be working more with students to build upward mobility, particularly in college career opportunities. A special election in New Britain is going to be held early next year on Tuesday, January 5th. It'll be to fill a vacancy that is left by a state representative in the 25th Assembly District. The seat became vacant November 12th when Bobby Sanchez resigned to become the new mayor of New Britain. And over in the Windy City, 9 people have been shot, one of them killed after holiday festivities last night.
The downtown area was crowded with people following the city's tree lighting ceremony, including large groups of teenagers. Police officers heard gunshots and saw people scatter outside the Chicago Theater.
It is very disheartening to see this. Everybody wants to celebrate and enjoy the evening, and something like this happens. 7 teens between 13 and 17 had graze or leg wounds, none life-threatening. A second shooting several blocks away left one person killed and another wounded. No arrests have been made. Mike Krauser for CBS News Chicago.
WTIC weather.
Some rain and drizzle this morning, then we dry out this afternoon. We may even see a few breaks of sun. We'll top out at 47. Will turn out mostly clear and chilly for tonight, down to 25. Sun giving way to clouds for tomorrow. Can't rule out a shower in the afternoon. A high 42. And partly cloudy tomorrow night down to 34. Partly sunny, breezy on Monday, the high up to 49. This is meteorologist John Feerick in the WTIC Weather Center.
And I'm Morgan Cunningham, WTIC 1080 News. We've got another hour of Computer Talk with Tab next.
For nearly 4 decades, Westside Oil has kept local families comfortable with heating, cooling, plumbing, electrical, and oil delivery services. Our family-owned business believes in quality you can trust with finance options to make upgrades affordable. Choose energy-efficient American Standard equipment and start saving on your utility bill today. Westside Oil, proud supplier of American Standard heating and air conditioning products, built to a higher standard.
Thanksgiving is a special time to gather with loved ones as we enjoy delicious food and create lasting memories. Let's take a moment to appreciate each other. Wishing you and your family a happy Thanksgiving from your friends at Odyssey and Carter Mario, Injury Lawyers.
Life can be full of risks. One thing you shouldn't take a risk with ever is your family's health insurance. If you're self-employed or you now need affordable health insurance, you need to make this free call right now and see how the Health Insurance Helpline can help you get it.
800-472-0658. 800-472-0658. 800-472-0658. That's 800-472-0658.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm, and Chuck McDowell, definitely not an attorney. This is Chuck. Do you feel stupid for buying a timeshare? Don't. It's not your fault. You were most likely told you could rent it, and it was a great financial investment. And the deal was available today only. If this happened to you, contact your resort or Wesley Financial Group for help today.
Call Wesley now for your free exit information kit. 800-242-3131. 800-242-3131.
At Audion Hearing, our mission is simple: to make better hearing affordable for everyone. This Black Friday, enjoy exclusive savings on our high-quality rechargeable hearing aids. Clear, comfortable, and ready to use right out of the box. And here's a study worth hearing. Research shows that wearing hearing aids can reduce your risk of dementia by up to 61%. Join over 1 million happy customers and shop Black Friday deals before they're gone at audionhearing.com. That's AUDIEN hearing.com.
From the Carter Mario Injury Lawyer Studios, visit getcarter.com.
That's getcarter.com. This is Computer Talk.
This is WTIC's Computer Talk with Tab, hosted by Eric Semmel and Dennis Halnon of Tab Computer Systems. Interact with Eric and Dennis by phone at 860-522-9842 or email them in the studio at gethelp@tabinc.com. Get help anytime at computertalkwithtab.com. Now, here are Eric and Dennis on WTIC News Talk 1080.
All right, we are back. This is Computer Talk with Tab. I'm Eric.
And I'm Dennis.
And we're going to be here until 11 o'clock, so feel free to get online. 3 lines open for you. And we were chatting with Mark, and we ran out of time about 2FA and his Yahoo account. Hey, Mark, thanks for hanging out. You there, Mark? Uh-oh. He's got us on some sort of hold.
Ouch.
Mark, you there?
Hello.
Mark, we're back. Oh, Mark. Maybe he fell asleep. All right. I'm going to put you back on hold, Mark. But Mark was talking about setting up 2FA for his Yahoo email account.
Right. And what he said is that it was asking for a second phone number, and he doesn't really have two. So what does he do?
Right.
I'm wondering if it's asking him about a second phone number as a recovery method.
Right.
And that wouldn't be for ordinary verification. It would be if the account, let's say, gets taken over.
Yeah.
And somebody's changed your number to something else already. It would be a way for you to get back into the account with a different method and then take control of it back.
Mm-hmm.
And what I was going to tell him is, because that's what this phone number might be for, is for recovery, he could just put like a friend's phone number in.
Yeah.
And then that friend would be the person that helps him get back into his account if it ever comes to that.
You there, Mark? You hear that?
Yeah, I'm here. What it did is switch from my truck back to my phone.
Ah, technology.
There you go.
I know. It's burned me before, too. Did you catch that, though?
Yeah, while we were on hold, I went into this two-step verification. It wants to send push notices to any app that I happen to be in.
Oh, yes. Yahoo apps on your phone are an a Yahoo authenticator.
Mm-hmm.
So if you have like the Yahoo Mail app on your phone, that becomes your authenticator for the Yahoo account. And matter of fact, I have that on my phone. I use Yahoo Mail. I don't do anything with it. I just have the account, and it becomes my way of getting into that if I need it.
So that's a great way to give you that.
So
second
that's my
factor.
2FA. And like I said, they've incorporated authentication into pretty much all of their phone apps, and that explains why they don't have a Yahoo Authenticator app the way Microsoft does or Google does. But that would be the way in.
Now, is my regular Yahoo Mail, because I got Yahoo Mail at the bottom of my screen, because I put it down there so I can just hit it.
Yeah.
Is that considered an app?
Well, yeah, it's an app. The Yahoo Mail app is an app, and it also will act as an authenticator for your Yahoo account.
When you say bottom of your screen, bottom of your phone screen or your computer screen?
Well, I don't have a computer, phone screen.
Okay, yep. So there it is.
Yeah, he's talking about the bottom row where it has the commonly used apps.
Yep,
yeah,
yep.
You can put that in there. Yep.
Yep. So I went into it, and it says, best when your info is up to date, and more nonsense here. Turn on the two-step verification. You'll need 2 verified contact details. So I just put my wife's phone number, add contact with her for her.
You could.
Sure, you could use that.
If you trust that lady, you could.
Yeah, just slightly. I've only been married 35 years, so I don't know
Only?
yet.
Yeah,
Still
I'm with
testing
you.
the waters.
I'm with you. I'm doing the same thing.
So that should solve all my problems with that, right?
It should.
Yeah. And do this for everything you find important in your life that's online.
Yeah.
Turn on 2-factor authentication for everything.
For bank accounts,
Okay.
credit cards, investment accounts, especially things like that. But definitely, if your Yahoo account is your email account that you use for everything, then get 2FA on that. Yep.
Right. Now the other aspect is having a good password. Right. So what are you using now for a password, Mark?
Well, I use 2 capital letters,
Yep.
name, and then 4 numbers and a symbol.
All right. So the name. So you've got a good combination. So you might have a method to your madness, right? You're using a similar formula over and over again.
Yeah, it's not even my name or my wife's either.
Whose name is it?
My father's.
Oh, don't tell me this stuff. Just kidding. So the thing is, though, if you're using that same method to your madness, if any of your sites get breached that you go to, and you've used that formula, Mark from Bristol with that Yahoo account, the bad guy's going to say, all right, I see what Mark did here. And it might even run it through AI and ask AI what your password might be for this account. And the AI will take that formula you're using, especially if it's the same formula, and say, okay, all I got to come up with is the first 2 capital letters. I already know Mark's father's name, and I'll put the numbers on the other end, and maybe I'll get in. So you're even more hackable without 2FA than the average person because you're using a formula to do your passwords rather than uniquely configuring your passwords to be a difficult thing to remember because you're making it easy for yourself to remember, right, Mark?
Yeah, but I can never remember all those other ones.
Yeah.
I mean, I've tried using different passwords, and I can never get back into those apps again.
So
resend me.
So that's the thing. So what you're doing is actually self-defeating unless by putting 2FA in there, you could almost use the password of ice cream every time, right? Because the bad guys now have to figure out how to get that second factor to work. I wouldn't recommend you do that. But what you've done and the approach to passwords you've taken has made it much more easy for the bad guys to hack you. So you really should spend this rainy Saturday going through your accounts and adding 2-factor authentication. Now, if you can't remember, I'd also recommend you write it down. Just write it down on like cards or something you have in a notebook. That way you don't have to remember it. Yeah,
I can just skim through a notebook for everything.
Right.
Because they're supposed to be all different, right?
That's exactly right.
That's the point.
And it sounds like if you're making them all the same, the 2-cap letter, your father's name, and whatever, you're really making it easy for the bad guys. You're literally a target.
I just changed it. I change it about every 6 months to something else.
Oh, that's good. Well, at least you're doing that. I do appreciate that. Password change is a good idea. But once you add 2-factor authentication and make it a more complicated password, you'll be much more secure.
Excellent. I got to strap down a load and put my generator back together, and then I'll spend the rest of the day doing that.
There you go, Mark.
All right. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Thank you. It's our pleasure. We want you to be secure. Let's go on to Cliff in Granby next. Hey, Cliff, what's going on?
Well, I just upgraded to a Windows 11 HP tower, and I read the instructions on setting it up, and it doesn't tell me how to migrate my information from my old Windows 10 onto the 11. Do you guys have a
we can post an article about that.
The step-by-step?
Okay, yeah. I'd appreciate that, because I don't want to start from scratch.
Your software will have to be reloaded, but
all of it, yeah?
Yeah.
Some of it that was downloaded.
Yep, you're going to have to re-download it and rerun it because the install for the Windows 10 is different than the Windows 11. So you'll have to reinstall software, but any data we can help you transfer.
Yeah, data can be moved.
Okay, beautiful. Thank you very much.
You got it, Cliff.
Yep, thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. So Cliff's going to go to computertalkwithtab.com. That's where everything we talked about today so far has been posted live by Dennis as the show has gone on.
And Mike G is posting it all to Facebook and Twitter, too.
Yep. So
X.
X, yes. Tab Computer Sys if you follow us on X. And if you're part of Facebook and you're part of the Computer Talk with Tab listener network, to become a part of it, you just ask. And if you're not a crackpot, we'll let you in. It's just to avoid all the people who are going to try to sell you something if we just kept it wide open. We don't want any kind of spam dinglings out there selling whatever they're selling, I don't know, Beanie Babies on our Facebook page. So we want to make sure we authorize folks to be in there, and then you can ask your questions of each other, and the links are there as well. We're going to step out for a quick break and get right back to your calls. This is Computer Talk.
There's no championship league for small business owners, but if there was, you'd be at the top of the standings. Because going pro with Lenovo Pro means you've got the winning formation, one-on-one advice, IT solutions, and customized hardware powered by Intel Core Ultra processors help you stay ahead of the competition. Business goes pro with Lenovo Pro. Sign up for free at lenovo.com/pro.
Lenovo. So Pure Talk is offering unlimited talk, text, and data on a crazy fast 5G network for just $29.95 a month for life. Not your phone's life, your life. This top-tier plan is normally $65 a month, but if you switch today, you'll save over 50% every month for the rest of your life. You might say it's the deal of your lifetime. Just dial pound 250, say Mike Rowe. Offer expires 12/7. Some restrictions apply. Details at puretalk.com.
Planning for the future can be complicated, but attorney Haley Allaire makes it easier. Tune in every weekday morning at 8:15 for Elder Law Insights on WTIC News Talk 1080. Attorney Haley Allaire with Allaire Elder Law Firm shares real-world guidance and thoughtful tips to help you protect what matters most.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-9834. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS.
Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start.
Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems.
We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau.
You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-575-9834.
That's 800-575-9834.
Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people. We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now.
800-575-6986.
Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS.
Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start.
Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems.
We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau.
You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com
or call 800-575-6986. That's 800-575-6986.
Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
I've got plenty to be thankful for. I haven't got a great big yacht to sail from shore to shore.
We are back.
Still I've got plenty to be thankful for.
There it is. We're going to be here till 11 o'clock. I was like, where is this song going? Nice job, Kevin. Nice job, Kevin.
I haven't heard that song in probably 30 years.
I don't think I've ever heard it. So that's why I was like, where is this going? We're going to be here until 11 o'clock. Feel free to get online, 860-522-9842. Now, if Rush had a Thanksgiving song, I'd be excited. 3 lines open for you, and we'll do our best to help you out with your computer problems, comments, questions, and concerns. We've got Seth on the line. He wants to talk about Proton Mail, I guess. What's going on, Seth?
Good morning, gentlemen.
Morning.
I got a question for you. Proton Mail had a special this week with their Mail Plus program, and I'm thinking my New Year's resolution is to migrate my important things like banking and finances, kind of stuff like that, to Proton Mail to keep it more secured. Does Proton Mail also offer a password manager option?
Yep. Yes. As a matter of fact, if you get with Proton, when you get like a mail account, you get a whole bunch of their other services. One of them is something called Proton Pass, and it is a secure password vault.
And then if you also get a VPN from them as well, if you want.
Yes, and you can use their VPN service. They also have Proton Drive, which is a secure storage service.
It was $47 for 2 years.
Yeah,
so that's going to be my New Year's resolution to migrate my real important stuff to there.
Do it.
Yeah, it's a small price to pay for a really secure service, and like I said, you get so many other things with it.
Yeah, I mean, our lives,
in addition to the email,
our lives are connected to all these email systems. And yes, the last caller is finally going to put 2FA on his Yahoo account, which is a free mailbox that could go away tomorrow. Proton, is completely encrypted, and they don't hold the keys. So you have an understanding that your email is secure, period. So I think that's a wonderful thing, and we all should be doing it. And congratulations on your New Year's resolution. And
all right, I got one other question. I'm looking at updating. I have an old desktop, and I'm looking at an Archer Aspire. Now, what's the difference between a 14th generation 10-core processor and all these other ones?
Yeah. So the latest, that's a big question. So there's so many flavors of processor. You can get, older gens, which are going to be really cheap now because a lot of them aren't even compatible with Windows 11. And you're going to find the latest gens. Always look at the Ultra. Right now is the Ultra generation, which for some stupid reason they changed the designation of processors just to keep us guessing. But that's the latest generation of CPU.
Yeah, and I think 14th gen is the latest number of generations.
Okay.
So
it says i5 4400 10-core processor.
Yeah, it's a lot of cores, probably more than you need unless you're doing some serious stuff for it. But the more cores, the better, as it were. But if the software can't take advantage of all the multi-threading of those cores, you may not even get any benefit. It all depends on if the software can take advantage of the threads that can be sent forth to utilize the cores, if that makes some sense, to try to keep it simplistic.
For $4.99, it seems like through Costco, it seems like a heck of a good deal. 16 gig RAM, a terabyte stainless steel hard drive.
Stainless steel?
What?
That's now solid state. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. If it was stainless steel, that'd be great. But no, I've been shopping around for a desktop. My kids say laptop, but I'm kind of old school and I like desktop. But for $4.99, it looks like a heck of a good price.
It sure does, considering the software costs a couple $100. So you got to be wary of that because the operating system itself, by default, costs a couple $100. So the componentry in there may not be as good as you hope it is. So be wary of that. Though Costco does offer great pricing.
When you say components, what are you talking about?
Everything else, like interfaces, USB interfaces, video cards, graphics adapters.
The different chips on the boards in the computer. Yeah. Everything down to that level.
If it's made by the same folks that made that bridge in China, be careful.
Yeah. But see, the average Joe on the street doesn't know all that stuff, you know?
Well, right, but it is really true that you get what you pay for. So I would tell you to look at other brands. It's not always the brand you're paying for. You're paying for better, more high-quality components, I would contend, because Archer doesn't even sound like a brand I'm aware of. Are you aware of that brand?
I'm sorry, Acer, A-C-E-R.
Oh, okay.
Acer,
yeah, that's a good brand. So
they are a decent brand.
I'll give you a little more credit on that. This could be just a good, like a doorbuster deal where Costco wants you to get in there and then buy a bar of gold.
A company like Costco could purposely be, taking a loss leader to get people in the door.
Like a rotisserie chicken.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
True.
Okay. Yeah, so that's kind of where I was leading with that.
All right.
Now, do these, when you buy a thing like, does it come with all the cords, or do you have to buy them separate?
Well, in this case, it's so cheap you probably have to buy it separate. No, I'm just kidding. It'll come, you'll be able to get your power cord minimally.
There should be a power cord. Yeah, I don't know what else will be in the box, but there should be that.
Okay, and as far as for the monitor and stuff, I have an old monitor. It has have the plugs changed?
Yes. Your old monitor most likely is VGA. So take your savings.
Or DVI.
It could be DVI. Yeah. Take your savings and buy a nice monitor for yourself. Happy Christmas.
All right, guys. Thank you very much for your help.
You're welcome, Seth.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. There you go. So Seth's got some things to do. Proton is going to be the best thing he's doing for himself.
Oh,
though.
Definitely.
All right. You guys all woke up or the board is jammed. I told you, Kevin. I'm going to go to Peter in Canton next. What's going on, Peter? We are coming up against the break. I may have to hold you over. Go ahead.
Yeah, this is pretty quick. I got a notice from TransUnion, another fraud alert, and they asked, do you want to enroll in this monitoring of your credit? I was just wondering your guys' thoughts on enrolling in some of these things. Is it a good idea? And then the credit freeze part.
So the place that said they alerted you to the fraud is asking you to then pay them to alert you for the fraud. You can get this for free on most of your credit cards. Like if you're a Discover Card holder, if you are a Citi holder, you don't have to pay. And it's these guys, it's the fraud agents, the credit agencies I would contend are the largest fraud to start with. So I would tell you to look at your credit cards to see if they offer free service on these things rather than paying the agencies that are part of the problem.
Also, if you were involved in a breach, sometimes the company that got breached will provide you credit monitoring.
Right.
And they are.
Yeah, and if you get an invitation that's driven by that, then maybe consider signing up for that.
But again,
I'm not sure that I would run out and pay money out of my own pocket for it, especially when you can get it on the side, like from your banks or your credit cards.
Yeah.
It was a third party, breach that some vendor they have, but it's from TransUnion.
All right,
I get these things
so that's what happened. Whatever company got breached is buying this for you. Yeah, go ahead.
Well, they're doing that, or if they're getting it for free, that's fine. But a lot of times these agencies are saying, hey, look, they were breached, and I'm warning you. See how nice I am to warn you? And by the way, I'll charge you $20 a month to keep warning you. That's almost like the dark web monitoring that's out there. We've actually had competitors come up to our clients and say, hey, do you know your stuff's on the dark web? Well, that's like saying, do you have Prince Albert in a can? I do, right? If it's chewing tobacco. So it's the same idea here in that it's a bit of a marketing ploy. There's no value there. So use your credit card. It's free. That'd be again, I would contend that these companies like TransUnion and we've had so many things about Equifax, all the breaches out there. They're the biggest problem.
They get breached.
If the lawmakers would actually want to do something and actually say every fraudulent account that's opened up in your name for any credit line, they should pay double the cost of the credit line in fines if you didn't open it. And then guess what? You'd have no more fraud.
Well, thank you very much. Love your show.
Thanks, Peter. That's you want a lawmaker to do something? Do something there. We're going to be here till 11 o'clock. Scott, Bill, Jim, you guys are all waking up this morning. We appreciate it. We're going to get to your calls after the break. Stick around for Morgan. He'll have some news for you. We'll be right back.
And now, a WTIC news update.
Yes, here I am. It's 10:30. Hartford temperature, it is 43 degrees. I'm Morgan Cunningham, WTIC 1080 News. We start off in the WTIC Traffic Center. Down in Middletown, we've still got that problem on I-91 northbound between exits 20 and 21. Right lane is closed. A little delay building up behind that two-vehicle crash that happened about 45 minutes ago. A shakeup in Washington. Georgia Republican Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene says she's out. She's resigning on January 5th over political disagreements with President Trump and Republican leadership. Waterbury police arrest 30-year-old city resident Deshaun Anthony Nolberto on charges including interference, engaging police in pursuit, and more after he jumped 32 feet to try to get away from police after a reckless chase and crash Friday in the area of West Main Street. He was hospitalized with minor leg injuries. Norwalk police say that a 6-year-old is seriously hurt after they were hit by a vehicle on Seaview Avenue. The child had run across the highway. President Trump describes his Oval Office meeting with New York City Mayor-elect Democratic Socialist Zohran Mamdani as great, as the two met and seemingly had a cordial meeting despite many political jabs at one another in the last year's election cycle. The nation's airports are busy with Thanksgiving holiday travelers, with operations back to normal after the shutdown. And off-season repairs are being made to the historic Rocky Hill Glastonbury Ferry's fencing, gates, and lighting. Those operations at the ferry date back to 1655.
WTIC weather.
Some rain and drizzle this morning, then we dry out this afternoon. We may even see a few breaks of sun. We'll top out at 47, and we'll turn out mostly clear and chilly for tonight, down to 25. Sun giving way to clouds for tomorrow. Can't rule out a shower in the afternoon. A high 42, and partly cloudy tomorrow night, down to 34. Partly sunny, breezy on Monday, the high up to 49. This is meteorologist John Feerick in the WTIC Weather Center.
We'll be back with the last half hour of Computer Talk with Tab in a moment. I'm Morgan Cunningham, WTIC 1080 News.
You could think you found your dream home online. The kitchen island looks perfect for your inner chef. The backyard, a paradise for your green thumb. And that extra room, hello walk-in closet. But here's the twist. The lot next door just got rezoned for years of construction. And this sound, yeah, you're going to be hearing a lot of that. Don't let your dream home turn into a nightmare. Work with the expertise and ethical training of a Realtor, here to guide and help protect you from the surprises you didn't see coming. Realtors are members of the National Association of Realtors, right by you.
Okay, I have to tell you, I was just looking on eBay, where I go for all kinds of things I love, and there it was.
That hologram trading card. One of the rarest, the last one I needed for my set. Shiny like the
designer handbag of my dreams. One of a kind. eBay had it, and now everyone's asking, ooh, where'd you get your
windshield wipers? eBay has all the parts that fit my car. No more annoying, just beautiful.
Millions of finds, each with a story. eBay. Things people love.
Security is huge for us.
That's Pete Sweeney, Director of Operations at United Tool and Die Company in West Hartford.
We have requirements that we need to meet, and TAB provides us with the tools necessary to make sure that we're compliant.
Pete's confident in his security because he has an ASP, Actual Service Provider, TAB Computer Systems.
TAB provides our users with a monthly security awareness training where they receive an email for a certain particular topic, and those results are recorded and stored so we can show proof that we are taking part in the security awareness training.
Pete switched to TAB because his previous MSP's inflated yearly contract was killing his budget. As an ASP, TAB provides Pete with a higher level of service at a lower cost with no monthly contract.
I would 100% recommend TAB.
Call TAB at 1-888-TAB-4-HELP, 1-888-TAB, the numeral 4, HELP, or visit tabinc.com. Technologies advancing business. TAB Computer Systems.
Are you tired of online threats? Then get an antivirus. It's the only online protection you will ever need.
Just a quick question.
Does it encrypt your online traffic the same as NordVPN?
No, but it protects your device. Just pop that CD in and you're good to go.
But it will stop your internet service provider and other snoopers from monitoring you online, right?
Oh, no, not really. It won't stop online snoopers or block annoying ads. In fact, forget what I said at the beginning of this ad. This ad is now about NordVPN. I just realized that an antivirus is only half protection online. So get better online protection with the NordVPN Black Friday deal. It will encrypt your traffic, protect you from malware and phishing, and stop annoying ads. This Black Friday, get NordVPN with 73% off and enjoy 3 extra months. Yeah!
Come on, let's turkey try. Let's get it while it's hot.
All right. We're back. Yes, Turkey Day coming up. And hope you guys are probably out there getting your fixins ready. I think we might be. I don't know. Maybe tomorrow. I'm not sure what we're doing, but we're hosting, so we've got to find a big bird.
Oh, you don't already have it?
No. What? Am I too late, Dennis, to find a bird?
Too late to find a bird and thaw it? Yes.
I'm going to get a fresh one.
Good luck with that.
Yeah. Stu will have it. Stu will have it.
Okay.
I'm good. We're good.
All right.
The bird is the word. Actually, that last commercial was interesting, right? Nord just talking about encrypting your traffic, for keeping it safe from your internet service provider snooping.
Right.
And that's a good point when it comes
Yes.
to what the internet providers are doing these days, because
Right.
you're paying for your service, and then they're selling what you're doing online, your location, who you're going to search, what sites you're going to. Not that you're going to any sites you'd be embarrassed about, but if you would be, you would need to encrypt your traffic, right? No matter where you're going, whether it be a financial site or some other site. If you're not using a VPN, the internet service provider is being asked by marketers, "Hey, what's Eric going and checking out?" Or what's Eric's household doing, right? It won't know me per se. However, because it's connected to the browsers or Chrome or what have you, there's a lot of identifying features there where they can all be reconstituted, as it were. All these companies, Google, Facebook, the internet service providers, all work in concert to then sell your information to the marketing companies, who then blast it backwards, right? And they've built a profile on you.
Right.
So a VPN, like Nord's talking about, can actually keep that more private.
Right. Now, to be clear, your ISP is going to know that you're connected to NordVPN.
And that's it.
That you can't avoid them knowing that much.
Right, but that's all they know.
But beyond that, that's all they're going to know, right?
Right. So just a little, I want to bring that up because that's a good point they're making in their spot. Let's go to Scott in New Haven. What's going on, Scott?
Good morning. Thanks
Morning.
for having me.
Sure.
I follow your recommendations. Been a long-time listener, so.
So far, so good, right?
Phenomenal. Never mind good. Phenomenal. Thank you very much.
Okay, good.
One of my purchases was a 4 terabyte Seagate external drive, and I've almost filled it up, and I'm looking for my next expansion opportunity, whether it's a NAS or a larger drive, and just looking for your recommendations to start my search.
Yeah. So NASs have a bad rep these days, but a NAS would be the way to go for large storage. So the issue that we found with NASs, though, that have happened is data's been wiped because of flaws in their security.
Yes.
And that doesn't make me feel good.
Right.
So you still kind of have to back up the NAS if it's going to be your primary storage target. If it's a secondary storage target, then it's not a big deal. But if it's primary, you still got to back it up.
So just go with a larger drive for my primary backup and leave it at that.
If it's right. So if the NAS is a backup and not going to be a storage, your primary storage target. So let's say all of your important pictures are not going to end up on the NAS. If it's a backup of where your pictures are stored, then it's fine.
Right.
But if it's the primary target, you need to back it up.
Correct.
And so you could just do a big external hard drive, like you're saying, if it's just going to be used as a secondary storage. So it's really, we don't want you to make it your primary target, because just these companies have been impacted with breaches to the point where, again, NASs have been they stop updating the security. You ran the NAS longer than the security patches continued. The bad guys then leveraged the fact that you didn't replace it, and then they got in and wiped your whole NAS. So we've seen plenty of examples of that just recently, maybe a couple of years ago.
Well, yeah, there was a kind of a scandal with Western Digital drives having that happen.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
So if it's a backup, Scott, just you can get a larger external drive that you're going to take and air gap from your computer as you use it to back up.
Right. My secondary things were, maybe a personal cloud and not having to pay subscriptions and that kind of thing. But mainly I just need to have it attached to my, home computer for storage.
Right. And again, a personal cloud, how often do you need to download anything that you're not at your computer? For most home use is pretty rare. So.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
All right.
Beautiful.
All right, Scott.
Saved me some money, and I learned something new.
Anytime. Glad you checked in.
Thank you all. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Bye-bye. So I use a NAS to back up my machine. I back up multiple machines to it. But again, the primary is the machine.
Well, yeah. The same thing here. I mean, I have backup on a NAS of all of the machines that I own. Yeah. And then some of the data also is cloud shared, and that becomes yet another backup.
Right.
But in a different location.
And if you did it to Proton, it'd be encrypted.
Yes. As a matter of fact, I do use Proton drives.
And there it is. All right. Let's go on to Bill in my hometown of Southington. What's going on, Bill?
Hey, how are you today?
Good. How are you?
Good. I recently upgraded my phone from a 14 Pro to a 16 Pro. And when I had it switched over, for some reason, my email didn't get switched over. So Google's trying to send the recovery information to a phone from 10 years ago and an email from 10 years ago.
Yikes.
And I don't know how to get a hold of them. There's no way that I could find to get a hold of Google. And I went into Google and updated my information, but it's still not. It's sending it to the old, backup stuff.
Do you have a computer?
No, it's just my phone.
You don't have any computer?
No, but I've even tried going on somebody else's computer that I've used, or somebody else that I've used for my email, and it's still sending the information to the old, the codes to the old number.
Yeah, these are common issues and trouble. Google does have a good chat. That's why I was considering asking you if you had used their support chat.
Yeah, if you can get onto somebody's computer, get into a web browser, and then try to engage their support through the chat. Yes, I've also dealt with them.
Sorry, Bill? Go ahead.
Like on a laptop or something, not on a phone.
Yes.
Correct.
Yes.
You kind of need a web browser. Yeah.
And they can this is a Google address, right? A Google email box you had?
Yeah.
Yep. So they should be able to authenticate you and work with you to hopefully get your account re-established. It's odd, though, that if you got a new phone, you usually use that Google account to do the migration. So who did the third party?
I got my Google account. I just can't access my old Gmail.
But your Google account is your Gmail address, right?
Yeah. It's gone. I can't get it.
Yeah, so it sounds like something on their end that they should be able to correct by using the chat. So you just go to the main, Google's page, and then over the right-hand corner, they've got that box of stuff. You should have a support option there, and they're very quick and very good. Every time I've ever had to use Google support, I've had very quick solutions to the problems, and this should be solvable, where they can confirm you are the right Bill.
Right. I mean, I could get to a computer, so
yeah.
That's where I think you should.
That might be the way to go.
You probably can do it on your phone too, but it's probably a pain in the butt to do it that way. I'd rather you do it through a browser.
And just to help you out a little bit with that, Mike G found a link to a page on Google support that you can use to kick it off, as it were.
Yeah,
it's a troubleshooting page for your account, and you have different items to pick in there, and it should get you to where you need for the right chat.
Okay, I'll try that when I get home. Well, I'm going to somebody's house, and they have a regular computer.
All right, yeah. Go to computertalkwithtab.com with their computer, and then the link will be there for you.
Okay, I didn't know you were from Southington. Huh.
Yes, I've been there most of my 25 plus years. I originally from Windsor, but yeah, living in Southington.
Yeah, 28 years for me. Okay,
Yeah.
have a good day.
You too, Bill. Yeah. Bye-bye. Nobody leaves Southington, actually. From all the people I've ever met that they all are from Southington, and they don't leave Southington. It's just, you just don't leave Southington. It is a great town. Let's go to Jim in Summers. What's going on, Jim?
Hey, how you doing? By the way, I'm from Naples now.
Oh, you're in Naples?
Naples, Florida.
Oh, Naples, Florida. Nice.
Yeah. I got looking at the Dell website. I need a new computer. And for $299, they have an AMD Ryzen 5 7520U. Is that? I've never heard of that before. Do you know what that is?
Well, it's AMD's. AMD is a company, the competitor to Intel. They make CPUs, okay? And Ryzen is their edition or copy of Intel's I followed by a number core processors, okay?
Yep.
So a Ryzen 5 is the equivalent of an Intel i5, okay?
Oh, okay.
Now,
$299.
$299.
Don't do it.
I'm just cringing thinking about it because, like a year from now, you're going to be ready to throw that thing out the window. It's just not going to work well. It's going to give you more headaches than you need, and you're going to be replacing it a lot sooner than you would if you got something else. Now.
So they also have the 13th generation Intel i5 10 core for $379.
A little better.
That is a little more acceptable, mostly because you told us which generation it is, and 13th is the second most recent generation,
it's
which
older.
is all right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's probably they've probably been out for maybe a year by now, but it's fairly current technology, and that's kind of what we want you to do. So
to put it in perspective for you, Jim, 16 gigs of RAM that we put in our business line of systems cost us $100. So, all right. So there's an issue with whatever you're getting being that cheap. And with RAM prices going where they're going, something's up.
Oh, and the Windows license itself is over $200.
Yeah, and Microsoft doesn't care about Dell. Discounting it that much to Dell would be shocking. They don't discount anything.
No.
So there's something very, very limited in that machine there, Jim. I'd be very wary of it.
All right. So go with the $379.
If you want to go with a less expensive machine, that'd be a better choice if given the two. Yep.
Okay. All right. Thank you. I appreciate your help.
All right, Jim.
All right, bye.
Bye-bye. So he's down there in sunny Florida in the mid-80s.
Just so people know, I have been the guy who supports somebody who bought one of those 300-hour computers. And I can tell you, within a year of buying it, you are going to be heaving that sucker out a window. I'm telling you, you're going to be doing it. I don't even have a question about it. It's going to happen.
We do see it a lot in our client base. A lot of our client base is small to mid-sized companies, and some of them try to save a few bucks, and they get these lesser machines, and then before you know it, they're chucking them because they're just not powerful enough, and they're buying a real machine. We're going to step out for a quick break and get more to your calls. 4 lines wide open. Feel free to get online. We're here till 11. We'll be right back.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-9834. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS.
Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start.
Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems.
We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau.
You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-575-9834.
That's 800-575-9834.
Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
At Columbia Dental, we love to make kids smile. Our expert pediatric dentists specialize in children's dental care, making every visit fun and comfortable. Open 7 days a week. Call 860-645-0111 or visit columbiadental.com.
Get a head start to your day with WTIC News Talk 1080. Listen to us live on the Odyssey app before you even hit the road. Get the breakdown on the biggest news stories that Connecticut is talking about. To get started, download the Odyssey app and search for WTIC News Talk 1080.
The Manchester Road Race is back for the 89th running on Thanksgiving morning. This world-class event that attracts Olympians and families alike is one of the greatest sports traditions in Connecticut. You can register now at manchesterroadrace.com. And please keep in mind that net proceeds from this year's race will go to Connecticut Food Share and the Manchester Area Conference of Churches Charities to provide food to those in need. So if you don't register, the charities lose. Please register today at manchesterroadrace.com.
Painkillers, steroids, ice packs, and gravity chairs. Nothing relieved Abby's back pain. But the answer was right there the whole time.
I've heard the QC Kinetics commercials many times on the radio, and it seemed like all of a sudden, everywhere I went, every store I went into, when I'd get in my car, there was the QC Kinetics commercial. And I'm like, okay, I'm getting the idea. I'm supposed to go and check out and have a consultation.
Patients who have exhausted every means for relief are always welcome at QC Kinetics. In fact, tens of thousands around the country will tell you that QC Kinetics regenerative treatments help relieve their chronic joint pain without any surgery or harmful drugs.
I feel like a person that's never had back pain. And I have written QC Kinetics and the phone number down on my business card so many times I can't count.
Abby can't stop talking about what QC Kinetics did for her. Now it's your turn. Call today for your free consultation.
Call QC Kinetics, 860-440-PAIN. That's 860-440-PAIN. 860-440-PAIN.
Turkey for me, turkey for you. Let's eat the turkey in my big brown shoe. Love to eat the turkey at the table. I once saw a movie with Betty Grable. Eat that turkey.
Why is that even funny?
All night long.
He's breaking himself up while he's singing it because he knows it's so stupid.
Yeah. Saw a movie with Betty Grable. There you go. Well, I'm an Adam Sandler fan, so that was a good one.
Yeah.
But that line just doesn't crack me up at all. Let's go to your calls. We're going to go to, I think, Steve in West Hartford first. What's going on, Steve?
Hey, not too much. How you guys doing?
Good.
That's it. Scenario is I'm looking for the most cost-effective way to have a phone in a house that I use for an office and a shop. Really not there, and I do realize I'll need Wi-Fi installed.
Yeah.
It's a residential area. I just told you what I use the home for. Right now, I use a hotspot on the phone for a laptop.
Yeah.
So I really don't need the Wi-Fi. I have an antenna for TV that I get 69 channels, so I can watch news and weather if I so desire.
Yep.
And I still have old Ma Bell copper lines coming in for phone, and that's like $68 and change a month.
Expensive.
Whoa.
Yeah, it has been.
So you're in West Hartford. You're lucky enough to have access to Go Net Speed.
Actually, this is a different location. The office is over in Berlin, but I do have fiber here and all if I so desire.
Okay. I mean, if you have access to a company like Go Net Speed, it'll be very affordable internet and very good quality. So there's an option there if it's available. You could do cellular internet, so you could you're using your phone as a hotspot, but you can get a T-Mobile hotspot or a Verizon hotspot.
Right. It would be
how I use Verizon hotspot.
Oh, you do? So you're paying about $50 a month for that, right?
Yeah, I'm probably a little more. It's inclusive in my monthly plan.
Yep. And you already have a cell phone, so I would turn off the copper lines. Why pay for that?
Yeah.
So I just don't understand. If you needed a custom home built or a hospital, give me a call. So I'm looking to have another line in the home. It doesn't have to be copper anymore, as you realize. So I'd have to have a modem put in, or I can do this off myself.
You can do it all yourself that you have now. Get a Google Voice number. You're all set. So you want another number for Steve's hospital building, You basically get a Google Voice number, which is free, connected to your cell number, and people can call that Google Voice, and it'll ring your cell. You're done.
Yeah, I kind of like the backup here. If I misplace my phone or my phone's not here, where I can get onto the landline phone, I'd still be able to do that.
Well, I would say that. So your idea of a backup of copper is not a good one. They're all getting rid of copper.
Yeah, that is going to stop working at some point.
It's actually less reliable right now than everything else. It's people's assumption that the copper systems are going to stay are kind of silly at this point. And so, I would tell you that you need a different method of, don't lose your cell phone. I mean, to think you're going to have that copper line there forever is crazy. They're not going to maintain them. They don't want to maintain the lines on the poles. They don't want to maintain the infrastructure. Get out of that. Now you could go to an UMA system where you could plug in UMA, and that'd be connected to your internet again. It'll feel like it's copper for you, so you have the little UMA phone there.
Right, and you'd be able to plug an old style telephone into it and then use it from there
if you wanted to. So look into UMA, but it'll be on the internet.
Yeah, so I'd have to have an internet provider. I'd have to actually get Wi-Fi into the house.
But you said you already have a cellular hotspot, so then you're all set there. If you already paid for a little brick, that's internet.
No, I just use my phone.
No.
I don't have the little.
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry.
That's
I guess
okay.
I misread you.
That's all right. So pick an internet provider, cable, fiber, a hotspot, whatever you want, and then you can go buy the UMA system, but it's going to be connected to that one cellular service still, whether you like it or not, or the internet service, whether you like it or not. So there's no real backup on copper.
Okay.
Stay away from copper is going away, and don't make it the thing you're failing to.
No, I know. I'm just tired of paying the bills with what it is there and what you get for it. We actually had a salesman come up, and he walked by me. He thought that I was working on the office, working on the house, and I said, "Can I help you?" And he goes, "Yeah." He goes, "We're going to be shutting off the phone line here." Really? I said, "That's pretty funny." I said, I pay the bills on a monthly basis, and I said, they're paid on a timely fashion.
Yeah.
He goes, "Well, we're not going to be doing anything with copper anymore, and I just want to tell you that you won't have a phone."
There you go. So, yeah, it's gone, Steve. So just go and look at UMA if you want, or look at Google Voice if you want, but it's all going to the internet.
So I can do that through Frontier or Xfinity or going that speed.
Most of them offer you some sort of dial. It's an emulated dial tone or voice over IP dial tone. Yep.
Okay. Another question, quick question. I purchased WebRoot. I purchase it yearly, and I listen to you, and I realize I don't need it with the machine I have running Windows 10, but I do use it on another laptop and a desktop. Do I need to install this on the machines myself, or is it done when I renew my subscription?
Well, if you've already got it installed, then it'll continue working with your subscription because it's checking in with that.
There's nothing I have to do manually then once I pay my renewal.
No.
Okay. I don't know. That's why I'm calling.
That's okay.
His inflection was not meant to make you offended.
No, I'm just. It's really a lot easier than people think. Is why I was kind of saying it that way.
Yeah.
No, I understand. I don't take offense. I really don't. Hey, are you guys going to get a real or artificial turkey for Thanksgiving?
It'll be an artificially intelligent turkey. It's going to have a plastic pop-up that'll artificially go up early, and then I'll find out I got to stick it in there for another hour. But no, it'll be a real turkey. How about you?
Yeah, real turkey. Yeah. Got to be traditional, right? Thanksgiving. What are you going to do?
No tofurkey?
No tofu turkey. No tofu turkey. Oh, God. Hey, thank you so much. I love your show. You know, I've called in probably half a dozen times. I hope you and your families have a great get-together. And that's it.
All right, Steve, you too.
Keep doing what you're doing.
Thank you. It's our pleasure.
Thank you. Have a great rest of the day. Bye now.
Bye-bye. All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining us on this Saturday before Thanksgiving. Want to thank Kevin for producing. Want to thank Mike G for posting everything over at our X and Facebook's accounts while we're doing our thing. And Dennis, of course, for posting everything over at computertalkwithtab.com. It's the name of the show.com, which also works. Anything you want to say, Dennis?
Wanted to say, remember, we want you to be geeks too.
Have a great Thanksgiving.